Franklin Richards versus Dr. Manhattan. If there's ever been a multiversal clash that gets comic fans arguing, it's this one. On one side, Marvel's reality bending prodigy. On the other, DC's living god of quantum omnipotence. Two characters who don't just break the rules of physics, but rewrite them. Today, we're putting Franklin Richards against Dr. Manhattan. No warm up, no limits, and no holding back. When the dust settles, only one will remain. Let's break it down. Franklin is the son of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, but calling him just the child of the Fantastic Four's leaders is like calling a star just a bright dot in the sky. From childhood, Franklin was labeled an Omega level mutant. That's Marvel speak for this guy is a walking end of the universe event. His main trick? Reality warping, and not the kind where you change the color of the sky. We're talking about reshaping existence on a cosmic scale. Even as a kid, Franklin casually created pocket universes just because he could. At one point, he could literally build an entirely new universe inside a ball and kept it in his room like a toy. Galactus, yes, that Galactus, eater of worlds, once bowed to Franklin and called him master. He's restored dead universes, recreated extinct species, and turned back the clock on cosmic events that even the living tribunal wouldn't interfere with. At full maturity, Franklin has been described as equal to the Celestials, those skyscraper-sized gods who sculpt galaxies like they're Play-Doh. He's resisted reality erasure from beings like Abraxas, rewritten fundamental laws of existence, and even kept the Marvel multiverse alive during the collapse of the Omniverse in Secret Wars. One version of Franklin lived billions of years into the future, casually making new universes to replace the ones that have died out. That's the scale we're talking about. Franklin doesn't just play God, he is God in the Marvel sense. And he's not just raw power. Franklin's imagination is his only limit. He can alter matter, energy, and even the flow of time at will. If he thinks it, it happens. Pretty scary. John Osterman wasn't born a god. He was a physicist until a lab accident disassembled him at the atomic level. Most people would call that game over. John called it step 1. He rebuilt himself from scratch. Cells, atoms, energy fields, all reconstructed by sheer will. That's when the blue glow started, and when the rules stopped applying. Manhattan sees the past, present, and future all at once. Every molecule in the universe is just another gear in the clock he can take apart and rebuild. He doesn't just manipulate reality, he's anchored outside it, watching the whole timeline like a movie he can edit at will. His feats? Ridiculous. He's disintegrated people, machines, and weapons without lifting a finger. He's expanded himself to planetary scale and shrunk down to manipulate atoms individually. He can create matter from nothing, destroy it without effort, and alter fundamental constants of physics. But here's where he's different from Franklin. Manhattan's powers aren't just about changing what exists. They're about controlling the flow of reality itself. He can rewrite history, erase events from ever happening, or create entirely new timelines. In DC's Doomsday Clock, he casually rearranged the history of the entire DC universe to suit his experiment. He altered Superman's origins, changed the fates of heroes and villains, and nudged events to create a new reality. When threatened, he's untouchable. Manhattan perceives every possible action his opponents could take and reacts before they do it. He's erased cosmic beings from existence in a blink, dismantled weapons capable of destroying universes, and functionally exist in every moment of his life at once. And when Manhattan decided to create something new, he didn't just make a pocket reality like Franklin. He rebuilt the entire DC multiverse. On paper, this is a fight between two omnipotent level beings who treat universes like Lego sets. But there's a crucial difference in how they operate. Franklin's strength lies in raw creation and reality shaping. He can imagine something into being instantly, which means his offense is terrifying. He's rewritten existence before and can undo practically any attack. But Manhattan's game is different. He isn't just in control of space and matter, he's anchored in time itself. He sees every possible move Franklin could make before Franklin even thinks about it. And because Manhattan exists in all points of his timeline simultaneously, there's no before or after the target. Erasing him in the present doesn't work because his past and future selves still exist, reinforcing him into reality. Even worse for Franklin, Manhattan has manipulated narrative causality. He can reach back into Franklin's past, change events, and undo his existence before the fight even happens. Franklin can rebuild universes, yes, but if Manhattan deletes the timeline that leads to Franklin's existence, there's nothing to rebuild. Another factor, Manhattan's dispassionate nature. Franklin's power, while immense, is often tied to his emotional state and imagination. Manhattan's is pure calculation, no hesitation, no slip-ups. In the end, Franklin might be more imaginative and more human in his godhood, but that's exactly what Manhattan exploits. The moment Franklin starts thinking of what to do next, Manhattan has already done it. This fight might look even for a few exchanges, blasts of cosmic energy, timelines splintering, new realities being born and dying in seconds. But eventually, Franklin finds himself standing in a version of reality where he never had powers or never existed at all. Dr. Manhattan wins, not by overpowering Franklin in the traditional sense, but by stepping outside the game entirely and rewriting the rulebook. Franklin Richards might be the ultimate creator, but Dr. Manhattan is the editor. Dr. Manhattan wins.